Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. So I need to make some pockets for these cute little tags that I made. I made a whole bunch of these tags that I'm going to use for journaling. And I made some tags. I made some journaling cards. I made a whole bunch of these fun things that I'm going to be putting in my son's journal that I am making for him. So my son, if you don't already know, my son is turning 18 next month. So I am making him a journal of all things that are him. He loves cars and vehicles and all that fun stuff. So I am making a very applicable journal for him, and I am going to write in it. I am going to do the journaling, and I'm going to do it like fond memories and sappy crap. So I need some pockets to put these in. So if you didn't already see my video on how I'm making the signature, check that out. This is the signature, and I am choosing to use some papers that I have decorated, but I'm using some of his old schoolwork from last year's biology class. And that is what more than half of the pages in this signature are. It's going to be a one signature book, but it's his writing, it's his pages, it's his schoolwork. So that is going to be the crux of his book. A couple of these are my, coffee stained pages and some decorative pages, but the majority of this is his schoolwork. So I thought that was kind of clever. So I'm taking another one of these pages that is from his schoolwork, and I have turned it into a pocket. So I am going to glue this into the book, but I am only going to glue here, here, and here, so that when this is in, not only is this a pocket, but behind it will be a pocket as well. That's the plan. So I'm doing a very, very, very simple pocket. So I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I divided it in half. So this is what I am left with. Super simple. One of his class papers that he never actually wrote on, but he didn't need to. So all I'm doing is I am generously folding this sort of into thirds. And I'm giving that a good crease. I am making as large pockets as possible. So I need this to be a very slight overhang. And then all I'm doing, because I like this edge to be the top, all I'm doing is I'm folding this over ever so slightly. Let's sort of miter the corners a little bit. This, like I said, this isn't going to be seen because this is the part that I'm gluing into the book. And then let's go ahead and let's glue all this together. So let's run a very, very thin, I need to put my pen in this, very thin bead of glue down that side. I've been using my glue, so I did not have the pin in it. Okay, very thin bead of glue there. I don't care if the glue comes over this way. I'd rather the glue come over this way than go inside the pocket. This is going to be the back. Let me double check. Yes, it's sticking just a hair. I need to unstick that. Yeah, that's fine. Unstick that. I don't care that this is a little bulkier. Normally, if this was going to be seen, I'd come in and I'd cut this part away. I don't care because I'm not seeing it. This part I am gluing on the back. Normally, this part is the part that's seen. So let's just glue all of that down. Once again, I'm going to check Yeah, that's perfectly fine. What I'm going to do next is, actually, I don't like this torn part right here. I am going to ink all of this up, all the edges. And you know, the other thing that I did on my other one that I made, once I flipped it over, if it needed an adjustment on the crease over here, I came in and did that. There. I'm comfortable with that. Okay, so I'm going to ink up all my edges. Move this. I am using Walnut Stain Distress Oxide. Let me move some of these. Like I always do, this one's my favorite. I like the dark ink. I am only inking up the front. I don't need to ink up the back because I'm gluing it in. It's not going to be seen. I am going to come back and I'm going to ink over. We're going to cover it in tissue paper. I am going to come back and ink over it, but I like this to be seen through the tissue paper. And then the tissue paper that I'm using is the Tim Holtz Ideology Collage Paper Document. I think that's the name of it. You can see I used that, and then I added a whole bunch of stuff to it. So let's do this one. I had not used this one before. I got this one only a couple of months ago. And gosh, I was really sorry I didn't get it sooner. It's not my favorite piece. Well, you know what? I'm going to cover it enough. That will be okay. All right, so let me just kind of gingerly measure this. Come in with my scissors. I am going to come in and I'm going to trim this afterwards. There. Yep, that's going to fit. Okay, let's roll this back up and put this back away. There's going to be a little bit left over at the bottom. And I put them I put them in the roll and I keep those. I like this tissue paper. This one is up there as one of my favorites. So what I do is I do glue stick on this, and then I lay the tissue paper over the glue stick. So I make sure I get my edges pretty good. I'm not worried about getting glue on my glass mat. I want to get this top covered pretty well. So I have a month to make this book. I think I'm going to do it. Well, I know I'll do it. I just like to kind of push some of the bubbles as best as I can out of it. Yep, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to trim. I don't keep these little teeny tiny strips right here. But this big piece down the bottom here, I do keep those. Oops. So these I kind of roll up and put in the center of that. I always have projects that just need a little piece. Yeah. Let's get rid of that one. And then this side, really need that much. The top is pretty good. There. Okay. My glass mat needs to be washed anyways. It's kind of filthy. Next thing I want to do is I want to come in and I want to do the notch hole at the top. Now, any of these little pieces that need to be glued, I do that with my liquid glue, and I'm going to be doing some of that probably right here. So this is my just under an inch circle punch. Oh, I didn't really get it centered. That's okay. You know what I want to do? Since you're getting that glare, let me put that there. Okay, that cuts down on the glare a little bit. Okay, I want to come back in. Well, let me add a little bit of glue here to this corner. I want to come back in with my ink, and I want to ink up some of these corners, and I want to ink up this, and I want to ink up the back here. Especially around that notch hole. And then I want to come in and I want to ink this part up really well. You know, the part that I didn't center. Oh well. He won't care. He won't care in the least. Okay. Let me check my corners. Let's add a little glue right here. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. Okay, next thing I want to do is my collaging bits. I love doing my collaging bits. So I have, let me put the lid on this. I have all of these fun stickers and snippets and labels and all this fun stuff. I am going to ink the edge of some of these. These were from Temu. These are Tim Holtz. And I also have one of these books, and that's from Temu as well. And I want, oh, I kind of like that one. I want like a contrasting color. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay. And that's just sort of what I'm going to build everything off of. These are a really nice weight paper, too. So let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to cover the roses and build this way. That's what I'll do. Normally, I kind of build this way. Let's live a little. Oh. And these are sort of washi. And then I have this one too. This is a storage label. I don't want to cover this too much because I kind of like this. This is a sticker too. Now I have my paper dolls. I didn't use my paper doll on the last one that I made because I can't, or I shouldn't, use my paper dolls on everything. I mean, I like my paper dolls, the minis. I don't know. I'm going to try and do some things without the paper dolls because I know I'm going to have a lot more projects that are using the paper dolls. There. And this is a nature. I don't think I want that one. Let's look at some of these. You know, the other thing I should do is I should pick the tag that's going to go in this. or the journaling card. It's too small. It's too small. Probably this one. That one. And then I have this one too. On that one. Let me check this one. I think that's too wide. I can always trim it down. Yeah, that one's too wide for this one. So let's go ahead and we'll use those. And what I want to do is I'm going to want to put this one in here, and I think I want to put this one behind it. So I want to also be sort of decorating this part up here. I've already inked these all up. That's kind of cool. Because this part's going to be seen. I think I'll cover that camera's word. And when I go to put the hole in these or attach the fibers, if this gets covered a little bit, I'm okay with that. All right, we'll put this one on this. And this is kind of a washy one. So we'll put that there. Just trying to give it a little bit of consistency with the ink. There. Oh. Kind of like that one. There. All right, we'll do that one. I don't want to cover too much of the journaling cards and the journaling tags, but I do want to make sure I have this going in the right direction. Yep. There. I'm done with that. I'm good with how that is. Do that. I love these little labels. I could add like 50 million of them. Okay, so I'm good with that. I need to add more here. And this is a washi one as well. But you will still be able to see some of the things through that. I like this one. I mean, a paper doll would look cute right here, but for now, I think I'm just gonna kind of do this. Just kind of see how it all goes. Oops. And some of the Tim Holtz things, I think I have a car or two. I have to go back and look. I don't know if it was in Let's see, I had this. Oh, that's the minis. I have the minis here. There's no cards in this one. Oh, was it the poses or the solos or something? I thought I had that set. No, I moved it. All right, I'll look for that. I don't like that color. All right, we'll do that one. Once I ink around it, it will pop better. So I need to make quite a few different types of pockets. There's that. Now, what I was thinking of doing is the toppers. Let's see if we can grab this. And you know what? Let me grab my crayons at the same time. Let's move that one out of the way. I think I want to give a little bit of color to my tags. Do a little bit of that red. Just kind of make the red pop a little bit. Let's see. I thought I had my water brush here. Of course, to find it is another story. You know, I just saw it. Doesn't matter, but I did just see it. I have my Wink Stella. Let's see if I have this one. Let's see if that will kind of smush it. No, not really. Is adding glitter, but not smushing it around. All right, we'll just stick to doing the edge over here. I like it on the edge. We'll come back here. There. Get that all over my finger. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, there's that one. Let's give a little pop of red to this one, since it's going to be in the same little pocket holder. I'm just kind of hitting the edge. Oh, I should tell you the color I'm using. Candied apple. This one seems like a nice soft one. So some spots it's blending pretty good, actually. There, I'm happy with that. Put that away. Okay, now I wanted to do a whale tail at the top. No. You know what? I think maybe I'll do those. Or should I do this shape because it's more of a low profile? Yep, that's what I'm going to do. The low profile one. You know what? Where's my other one? I didn't do one on that one. Yeah, we'll do that one there. Okay. I'll put those over there, and I'll put them away in a moment. Let's ink these up to give them a little bit more definition. And I might come in and put some of the, those little, oh, look at, I got all that red all over me. Some of those little die cuts. My hands are always colorful. Normally it's like brown and black ink. So we just got some snow, and I have my roof heaters on. So if you don't live in a place that gets snow, we have what's called roof heaters. It's just wires that run, that are safe, that run along the edge of your roof. And they're attached. And I've had mine on for a while. And I keep hearing the snow just falling off my roof. It's kind of an unnerving sound. It's good that it's falling off my roof. Before we had those, years and years and years ago, even before my son was born, I had to have somebody come and get on the roof and shovel it off. And it was like $1,000. And that was way, way, way back when. And they came with a team of people. Yeah, now I have roof heaters because it's cheaper and it feels safer to me. You know, to have people on your roof, especially in really thick, deep snow, it's kind of scary. So there's that one. I'm going to add stuff to that one. I definitely want that. Let's see. We'll put this one here. I love having these pre-made, these tabs and the whale tails. It just, I say this every time, it makes it so much easier. Okay. So let's come in with some really tiny ones of these. There's a tiny one. Oh, it's kind of tiny. Ooh, there's a tiny one. Okay, that's enough. Let's see what we got now. Yeah, I like that one there. I'm only going to decorate the front part of it. I'm not going to decorate the back part of it. And let's see. Yep, we'll do that one there. I like adding some of these little details. I'm tempted to come in and do, I don't know, maybe I'll do an eyelet later. Yeah, I'm not going to do it now. Oh, this one or this one? Let's see. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, as much as I complained about the summer that we had, and we had super, super, super hot, crazy hot temperatures for our area this past summer and the summer before, frankly. I'm kind of over the snow. I mean, I don't mind the cold weather. The cold itself, I don't have a problem with. The snow, I do. Okay. So let me show you these. That needs a little bit of glue right there. Whoops. And then I left these blank so I can journal on the back. And then that's the one that I made as the demo. And this is the one that I made together. And it feels like it needs more to me. I don't know. Let me pull out my paper dolls. Even though I wasn't going to. I feel like it needs something. I don't know. Does it look like it needs something? Yep, it does. We are going to put him there. Let me see the other one. Oh, that's kind of cute there. Okay, we're going to do that. So much for not using the paper dolls. He was made for that spot. Look at that. How perfect is that? I'm not going to do paper dolls on the cards. You know, I bought this thing to put them all into, my paper dolls. Have I done it yet? No. All right. So this one goes here, and I like that. And then this one goes here with this behind it. So, should we put these in the journal? Let's start adding the things I make actually into the journal and the signature. Now, clearly I haven't sewn this in yet. And I'm going to have these coordinating. I like when I do a journal to have coordinating things on the facing pages. So this is how I glued it. I only glued around that way. I'm not going to come right to the bottom, and I'm not going to come right to the edge, because I might do things that hang off the edge. So as I get things made, I'd like to be putting them here in the journal. I didn't decorate the back here. I'm letting that kind of speak for itself. Here, you know, I stenciled this one, and I never did stencil the back of this one. Let's stencil the back here, and then that will make it coordinating. Ooh, I'm hearing things falling off the roof again. It's kind of an unnerving sound. There, I'm good with that. And let's just do Well, it's most likely not even going to be seen over here, but I do want kind of the edges and a little bit at the bottom. There. This part doesn't need to be stenciled. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue that in. And then, let me see. Yep, that's going to fit. Okay, so same thing. I'm only going to glue these to the edge of these 3 sides. And by putting this right away into the journal, I don't lose it. There is a benefit to that. Wipe the glue off my finger. I was going to start a bag of all the different little tchotchkes that I'm making. But if I make them and put them right into the journal, even before I have it all sewn together and put in a book and all of that, they're in here and they're attached. So this comes right back here. There. Good with that. Now, let's see about something over here in the back. I probably am not going to have one. That's too wide, but I purposely left... Yeah, I can cut this one down. I think that's my tallest. Yeah. I'll decorate this one at another time. But for now, that's what I have. So I have both of these done. First 2 pages in my journal done. Yay, I'm super excited about that. I'm making headway. Any headway is headway in my mind. So this was quick and easy to make this type of little pocket. I did stencil this one first before I put the tissue paper on it, and I did intend to do that here and I forgot. But I stenciled in the back here with the same stencil, so there's coordination. It's kind of fun and easy to use just bits and bobs that we have here on our table and on our desk and that we have around. So, hey, use what you got. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you make these. I'm sure you probably have already made these, but I'm trying to use up my son's old schoolwork. That, to me, is the fun of this project. So let me know if you do something like this. You can always tag me on Instagram, KrisAnne1234. I'm on Blue Sky, KrisAnne1234. And I'm on Facebook, Elemental Energies with KrisAnne. Please subscribe to my channel. I would really, really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my numbers up. Pass it on. I would appreciate that as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.